The desert stretches endlessly beneath a blazing sun, a vast ocean of sand where heat shimmers and silence dominates. At first glance, this environment appears lifeless, unforgiving, and hostile to survival. Yet, through the waves of heat, a tall figure moves steadily across the dunes, calm and unhurried, as if untouched by the harshness around it. This is the camel, an animal so perfectly adapted to extreme conditions that it transforms one of Earth's most brutal landscapes into a home. Where others would collapse from thirst or heat, the camel endures, survives, and thrives. Its presence in the desert is not accidental. It is the result of millions of years of evolution, intelligence, and biological mastery. Camels have inhabited arid regions of Africa, the Middle East, and Asia for thousands of years. There are two primary species, the dromedary camel with one hump and the Bactrian camel with two humps. Each species is adapted to different desert conditions, from scorching hot sands to freezing cold deserts where temperatures plunge below zero. Despite these differences, all camels share one defining trait: unmatched resilience. They are not simply animals surviving the desert, they are animals designed for it. At the core of the camel's survival lies its extraordinary physiology. The camel's hump is often misunderstood as a water storage organ, but in reality, it stores fat. This fat serves as an energy reserve, allowing camels to survive long periods without food. When metabolized, this fat also produces water internally, helping camels endure dehydration far beyond the limits of most mammals. A camel can lose up to 25% of its body weight through dehydration, a level that would be fatal for most animals, and recover fully once water becomes available. Water conservation is one of the camel's most remarkable abilities. Their kidneys and intestines are highly efficient, extracting maximum moisture from food and producing extremely concentrated urine and dry feces. When camels do drink, they can consume enormous quantities of water in minutes, replenishing what they have lost without harming their bodies. Their red blood cells are oval-shaped rather than round, allowing blood to continue flowing even when the body is severely dehydrated. This unique adaptation prevents circulation failure and supports endurance in extreme heat. Heat management is another crucial element of camel survival. Camels can tolerate wide fluctuations in body temperature, allowing their internal heat to rise during the day and drop at night. This reduces the need for sweating, conserving precious water. Their thick fur, often mistaken as a disadvantage, actually insulates them from intense heat, shielding the skin from direct sunlight while allowing air circulation. Long legs lift their bodies away from the scorching sand, reducing heat absorption from the ground. The camel's face is a masterpiece of desert adaptation. Long eyelashes protect their eyes from sandstorms, while nostrils can close completely to prevent sand from entering the respiratory system. Thick lips allow camels to consume thorny desert plants that other animals avoid, giving them access to food sources in barren environments. These physical features, combined with behavioral intelligence, enable camels to survive where few others can. Camels are not solitary wanderers. They are social animals that live in herds. Herd structure provides safety, companionship, and cooperation. Communication occurs through vocalizations, body posture, and subtle movements. Mothers form strong bonds with their calves, nurturing them through early life in a challenging environment. Calves learn survival skills by observing adults, gradually adapting to desert conditions through experience and instinct. Reproduction in camels is carefully timed with environmental conditions. Females give birth after a long gestation period, producing calves that are born with long legs and the ability to stand shortly after birth. This early mobility is critical in open desert landscapes where predators pose a constant threat. Mothers are highly protective, guiding calves toward food and water while teaching them social behaviors essential for survival within the herd. Diet plays a vital role in camel endurance. Camels are herbivores, feeding on dry grasses, shrubs, thorny plants, and even salty vegetation. Their digestive systems are adapted to extract nutrients from low-quality food sources. Multi-chambered stomachs allow efficient fermentation and digestion, maximizing energy extraction. This ability ensures survival in regions where vegetation is sparse and unpredictable. Camels possess a remarkable sense of direction and memory. They remember water sources, migration routes, and feeding areas across vast desert landscapes. Nomadic humans have relied on camels for centuries precisely because of this navigational intelligence. Camels can travel long distances without losing orientation, making them invaluable companions in desert exploration and trade. Human history is deeply intertwined with camels. For thousands of years, camels have served as transportation, cargo carriers, and sources of milk, meat, and wool. Entire civilizations flourished along trade routes made possible by camel caravans. In this way, camels not only shaped ecosystems, but also human culture, commerce, and survival in arid regions.
Emotionally, camels are more complex than commonly believed. They form social bonds, recognize individuals, and display a range of emotions, including curiosity, calmness, and agitation. Camels can remember mistreatment and respond accordingly, demonstrating cognitive awareness and emotional memory. This intelligence reinforces their role not merely as beasts of burden, but as sentient beings with social and emotional depth. Wild camels, particularly the critically endangered wild Bactrian camel, face increasing threats from habitat loss, hunting, and climate change. These camels inhabit some of the harshest deserts on Earth, yet human pressures threaten their survival. Conservation efforts are crucial to preserve these ancient animals, whose adaptations represent a unique evolutionary legacy. Camels also play an ecological role in desert environments. Their grazing patterns influence vegetation distribution, seed dispersal, and soil composition. By feeding on tough desert plants, camels help regulate plant growth and maintain ecological balance. Their movement across landscapes creates pathways that other animals may follow, subtly shaping desert ecosystems. Behaviorally, camels exhibit patience and efficiency. They move steadily rather than quickly, conserving energy and reducing water loss. During sandstorms, camels instinctively position themselves to minimize exposure, lowering their bodies and closing their nostrils. These behaviors demonstrate a deep evolutionary understanding of desert hazards. Seasonal changes affect camel behavior and movement. During hotter months, activity may shift to cooler parts of the day, while during colder desert nights, camels rely on their insulating fur and fat reserves. Their ability to adapt to both extreme heat and cold highlights the versatility of their survival strategies. Camels also show problem-solving abilities. Observations reveal that they can navigate obstacles, remember routes, and adapt to changing environments. This intelligence is not accidental, but necessary for survival in unpredictable landscapes where mistakes can be fatal.
Despite their strength and endurance, camels are not invincible. Droughts, habitat fragmentation, and overexploitation pose serious risks. Climate change threatens desert ecosystems, altering vegetation patterns and water availability. Protecting camels requires understanding their biology, behavior, and ecological importance. The camel's reputation as the ship of the desert is well earned. Like ships crossing oceans, camels traverse seas of sand with steady resilience. Their humps, legs, and endurance allow them to carry heavy loads across vast distances, supporting trade, culture, and survival in regions otherwise isolated by harsh geography. At dawn, camels rise slowly, stretching long limbs before beginning their journey. At dusk, they rest quietly, conserving energy as temperatures fall. Their lives follow rhythms dictated by the desert itself, a testament to adaptation and harmony with extreme environments. Camels symbolize survival through efficiency rather than aggression. They do not dominate the desert, they coexist with it. Every adaptation, from their blood cells to their behavior, reflects an evolutionary contract with one of Earth's harshest ecosystems. In observing camels, we witness nature's ingenuity at its finest. They remind us that survival does not always require speed or strength alone, but intelligence, patience, and adaptation. The camel stands as a living symbol of endurance, resilience, and balance, an animal that transforms desolation into opportunity. As the sun sets behind rolling dunes, silhouettes of camels move slowly across the horizon, calm and unwavering. In their quiet presence lies a powerful lesson. Life persists not by resisting nature, but by understanding and adapting to it. For thousands of years, camels have mastered this lesson, and in doing so have become one of the most extraordinary survivors the natural world has ever produced.